Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm still Robin from Western Mass. Did you want to do tapping or breathing today, Richard?
Well, stress management is important because, let's talk a little bit about why it's important. I mean, is there anybody on this call, and again, you have the phone numbers, those of you on the call live have the phone numbers. If you're watching this on YouTube, this has already happened, it's history, and you won't be able to ask a question, but you're invited to come on our program in the future. So, is there anybody on this call who has not been a subject of depression, hasn't suffered from depression, irritability, uncertainty, confusion, anger, frustration? No. How was that for you? Did you go through all that stuff, Robin?
Absolutely. And, you know, whenever something would happen, I mean, I was already in this low-grade depression all the time, and then if something happened, like let's say my furnace broke or the stove didn't work or the electricity went out, I couldn't think. I would just panic. My first go-to response when I was depressed would be total panic. I lost my ability to be creative, to come up with creative solutions, to just breathe and wait, you know, because it's usually not as bad as you think. There are solutions, but you can't find them because you're in the fight or flight mode, and thinking goes out the window. So yeah, I experienced that a lot. I love the fact that now my creativity affects every area of my life. If my dishwasher breaks, it's a creative problem, you know? I don't have to limit being creative to just playing guitar.
You know, we have done this call, I guess, over a year and a half or 2 years, and we've talked about stress management, but you brought out a point that no one has, I've never thought of, and we've never talked about it. And in all the years of my experiences in being in a stress management facility and operating a stress management facility and having given hundreds and hundreds of talks about stress management and how stress is cumulative. It accumulates higher and higher and higher levels of stress until it's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
And all hell goes loose. And that's what we like to avoid, because the emotions are the fundamental part. We want to get the emotions, have you up here. We want to get the emotions down here, because when you have the emotions up here, a little bit more and you're out of the top. You're off the start. You're off the charts. You're in crisis mode. And when you're in crisis mode, you can't think. Your IQ goes to the bottom. Your creativity is out the window. So it behooves us to take these emotions, frustration, aggravation, upset, that have a negative impact on our physiology and creating stress hormones that prepare us to fight or run from something that we can't run from something that we cannot fight physically, and bring them down here so that they become a call to action instead of defining us.
That's right. That's right.
And so it behooves us to learn and do as many stress management techniques as we can possibly do to bring it down, Because, yeah, you got these emotions, they have you here, but then over here we have all the, we have our goals in life, we make our plans in life, and great. Tony Robbins is a great motivating speaker, and he's all about goals, making goals and achieving goals. That's fantastic. From my end, life is more about the plans that fall through than it is about the goals that we achieve. So when we are over the emotions here, we want to deal with these plans that fall through, the refrigerator that breaks, the electricity that goes out, the car that breaks down. Those things put us over the top. They don't have to. They don't have to. And when we're over the top, what happens to the parasitic activity, Robin?
Oh, they love that.
Oh, they love you. You make a party for them. You've got the cortisol floating in your body, dumping sugar into your bloodstream, and they feed that. Their activity, and now you've got another problem, and now it recycles, and you're back in depression, and woe is me, and your attitude is out the window. Nothing works for me. I've tried everything. Nothing is working. It doesn't have to be that way.
That's right.
Yeah. So we have basic stress management techniques that we encourage you to practice throughout the day as often as you can. They are free. There is no charge. And every update that I send out announcing this program also has a free YouTube video. It's called The Inner World of Tranquility. There have been hundreds of people that have already listened to it. It only takes 20 minutes of your time to sit down, listen to it, and it will let you see the greatness of you, that you can beat this thing. Because it is a thing, it's like a war. You are at war with these organisms. And we're here to support you in winning this war, not just lying back and letting it beat you, but winning this war and getting your life back, as I have and hundreds of other people have already. It's all based on the diet. The diet works. Don't try the diet. Do the diet. And simple basic stress management techniques that you use throughout the day could be as simple as deep breathing. Robin's going to take us through a deep breathing exercise. It's a different way of breathing. Instead of breathing in a deep breath as people do and lifting their shoulders, that's a stressful deep breath. She's going to show you how to do a healthy deep breath, a revitalization deep breath, a breath that gets the oxygen into your body, into your lungs, out into the hemoglobin and circulating through your body so glutathione can do its job. As you inhale, I want you to imagine that you're inhaling creativity, you're inhaling strength, you're inhaling motivation, you're inhaling life, the life force, creativity. As you exhale the frustration, the confusion, the aggravation, the uncertainty. Uncertainty is an emotion that is a low-level emotion, but it's 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year until there's resolution. So it's a low-level emotion with incredible stress associated with it. So exhale uncertainty, exhale confusion. So Robin, take it away.
Okay. So, we forget how to breathe properly as adults, and babies know how to breathe. And if you can do this exercise lying on your back on the floor or lying flat on your bed on your back, because you can't breathe the wrong way when you're on your back. So, and you can put your hands on your belly and you'll feel the diaphragm going out and then coming in and pushing the air out. And it's really interesting. You can only breathe right when you're on your back, but we're not going to be on our back. We are going to be sitting either with both feet on the floor or standing. Our shoulders are down and relaxed. Our chin is straight and up but not straining. And we're going to be breathing from our diaphragm. So when we breathe in, our belly goes out, and we breathe out. We're using our stomach muscles to push the air in a controlled exhale. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to breathe in for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, Breathe out for 10 seconds. And you can use this as part of a meditation or a prayer time and focus your thoughts on healing and health, like Richard was talking about. So we're going to take a cleansing breath and let it out. And then we're going to breathe in from our belly. 2, 3. Our shoulders are not going up. 4, 5. And hold. 2, 3. And picture what joy would look like in your home. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And picture your exhale like a giant wind. 9, 10. Blowing things out of your home that you don't want there. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold. And imagine peace as a physical thing filling every corner of your home. And exhale. And those parasites and those organisms are exploding and dissolving and just turning into dust all around you. First thing, you have to dust the house. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And smile and hold that smile. 3, 4, 5. When you smile, your whole exhale, your whole attitude changes. It can't help it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe in. 2, 3. Life and light and love. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Imagine being able to hug your loved ones and breathe in hope. 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold on to that hope because things get better. 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more time. Breathe in joy. 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold on to peace and love and joy. Let it fill every cell in your body. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a cleansing breath. And if you have water, helps cleanse the toxins out of your body that you just are releasing. Have some water. And that is it.
Thank you, Robin. If anyone would like to share your experience in the past, we've had people tell us that their chronic hypertension had magically disappeared simply by integrating deep breathing into their lives on a regular basis. It is what gives your body energy, source of oxygen. Oxygenates your body. So if anyone would like to share, please text or call in, and we'd love to hear from you.
Do we want to start another segment of the meeting then?
Well, before we do go on, I just do want to mention that it would be impractical for everybody on the call to expect that doing deep breathing would have a beneficial result. Now, I know that sounds counter to what we're talking about, but there are different types of stress. There are different techniques for managing stress. Now, particularly for people who have suffered from anxiety attacks or high levels of anxiety, this technique is an internal focusing technique, which for them may be difficult and actually contribute to having a panic attack. So we would not expect that everybody on the call will find, particularly if they have difficulties with the high levels of anxiety. I have a book. It's called Light at the End of the Tunnel for phobia and agoraphobia type things. For people with those, we have another technique which is called tapping, which we'll do in another segment that is external focused rather than internal focus. So if nobody, yes, we'll conclude this portion of the call and move on to the next.